laid down his life for
somebody like me. I don't understand it. My God.
God would be mindful.
I'm good enough for God.
Good enough. With all of my flaws and with all of my faults, I'm good enough for. He still paid the cost, so I would not be lost. I am. After I stepped out, I went and still the things I should know. I'm good enough for God. He didn't hold it against me. By His grace, I'm good enough. I am.
In spite of what happened yesterday, his mercies are new today. He still loves me. Yes, he does. God, thank you for helping me realize that I am good enough.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
All right, the Diva Dee Worldwide show. Thank you for staying with us through all our ups and our downs. And my co-host actually is on camera, my producer, my number one girl, Miss April Berry.
So, how did you like? What concert did you go to? The Average White.
Average White Band.
How did you like it?
Oh man, the band before them. Let me see if I can get their name right. Larry something, and Larry Lee and the Back in the Day band threw down. They should have been the main attraction. Average White Band was good. They got a couple of people shy. It wasn't, you know how they fill the stage. You know, like Earth, Wind and Fire. When they come out, it'd be a whole slew of people. And they had some people missing, but it was a good show. It was a good show.
This week I'm going to see PJ Morton.
Ah,
I'm going to see him this week.
oh, am I going?
Maybe not.
Oh.
Depends.
Okay. Tell him to let it rain.
That's his daddy.
That's his daddy.
That's his daddy. That's
Yeah.
him daddy. But I'm going to see PJ Morton this week. which
Okay.
I'm excited about seeing because that's like family.
Okay.
Even though just to be a part of PJ Morton's concert is a wonderful treat. It's an awesome treat. The last time I seen him in concert was at St. Albert's. You know St. Albert's downtown?
Mm-mm.
St. Albert's downtown. You probably seen it because St. Albert's there it's a St. Albert's theater, and usually people of another persuasion, they're usually there, and the line is usually around the block.
Oh, okay.
And so it's usually because of a concert. What's so unique about it is standing room. You stand.
Oh,
You stand.
a whole
And
concert? You standing?
You stand.
Yeah, that's why it's not us.
But it was packed, and I ultimately had a phenomenal time because I was like at the mezzanine area,
Mm-hmm.
and I could look right down, and I just absolutely had an ultimately fun time. At first, I wore my flats, and
Good.
and I prepared myself to be able to lean or whatever. I prepared myself for that. But I ultimately had a phenomenal time. And so you know that you are a great artist anytime people are willing to stand
For your
the
concert.
whole time.
Yeah.
And the people there at St. Albert's, you have no other choice but to get with your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You have no other choice but to.
Now, that's not St. Andrews, is it? Is it St. Andrews?
It may be St. Andrews.
Okay.
I always get it mixed up. It's right there in the heart of downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, not too far, a block away from Jefferson.
Yeah, I think it's St.
Andrews.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody talk? Did they miss us while we went on our little hiatus. Did it?
No,
Nobody
unfortunately,
said
they
no
said
good
me-
mornings or
No
nothing.
good mornings yet. No good mornings.
And what happened to that guy we had? The something on 80s. What was? Remember
He
he
is
was on
usually on
Mixcloud.
Mixcloud.
Yeah, he was on Mixcloud. Yeah.
He's not responding this week on Mixcloud.
Oh, okay.
Him is not responding.
Well, we'll pick him up. Now next week I'll be in Chicago, and so this is going to be fun trying to for me to Skype in to the show.
Okay.
So this will be my first time
All
doing
right.
doing the show off camera, off studio, or off whatever it is called. So you're gonna have to help me along. So you might still be on camera again.
She just set me up.
I do. I love that.
I know she do. She loves setting me up.
I
She
do.
set me up to sing last week.
Oh, it was awesome. I play back my shows so that I could see where you can improve or do something. And I went right to the middle and I put it right on you singing "Thank You, Lord," and I say, "Yep, yep, 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 yep." So I was good.
You was good.
I was good.
You was good. Let me tell you something that I know I have to do. I'm thankful to you because you shared Ken's nuts with me. You shared in the abundance. And so I just normally just put them in the cabinet where they belong. I noticed when my mother was out of the hospital, she was in the hospital, I was cleaning up and stuff. And she liked the jars, which means that she ate. So I said, Mama, did you devour 2 jars of the Ken's nuts on your own? Because the one Ken's nuts that I opened, I had it on the table for anybody to, and that hadn't been eaten all the way. So yesterday I said to her, so I noticed that 2 of the jars was washed. I said, did you eat Ken's nuts? I call them Ken's nuts. She said, oh yeah, baby. She said, when I have my ice cream, I have a scoop of ice cream and I sprinkle the Ken's nuts on the ice cream.
All right, Queen Mother. 2 jars, though.
2 jars. And
2.
I said, so that means I was clowning with it. You didn't need a stool softener since we got the Ken's nuts.
Right.
Is that what that means?
Right.
So I said, as much as I love the Ken's nuts, maybe I shouldn't get as many Ken's nuts to save her what do you call it? Probiotic,
Okay.
right? I'm saying it right. Maybe I need to protect her probiotic character.
So you're going to have to hide them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because she said, oh, they're real good with ice cream. She said, it's real good. She said, especially with she likes the vanilla bean ice cream. And I found this new ice cream and I have to bring it in to show you because I can't remember the name. But it's African-American base.
Mm-hmm.
And Mildred Gaddis recommended this ice cream because they're out of Detroit. And I'll bring you, because I only was able to find it in one store. And when I found it in the one store, it's called, I forget the name of it, but I'll bring it next week after because you won't be here next week. The vanilla tastes like the vanilla that when we was little we used to churn.
Oh, wow.
And then they have this one, that same company have, which I didn't get that because I'm not a pound cake person. They have pound cake ice cream that Mildred Gaddis says is to die for. And then they also have, which I bought, which my mama haven't opened that yet. I'm waiting for her to open it. sweet potato ice cream with pecans.
Okay. That place around the corner from you has sweet potato ice cream.
They
doesn't
do,
it?
and I love it.
I haven't tasted it. In fact, I haven't been around there in a while. I'm overdue.
Yep, that's called sweet.
Sweet potato sensations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give them a plug.
Yes. And they have real good. I had their sweet potato waffle, and it was good. And I had it with their salmon croquettes. Sweet potato sensation. You need to be a sponsor of the Diva Dee Worldwide show.
Amen.
So when you go, you need to tell them we put a plug in for you.
Right.
So since we put a plug in for you, you just might as well be a sponsor.
Exactly. I agree. Okay. I got some people at Fellowship Chapel. Y'all know the owners of Sweet Potato Sensation. That's in Redford, is it?
Yep.
On Lasser? On Lasser. Or is that Lasher? Because that's on the other side of Detroit. So you
No,
know.
we call it Lasser.
You know.
We're not ebonically challenged. I hate when they say Lasser.
Lasher. I do
it's
too.
Lasser.
Right. But
Just like it's not McNicholas Street, it's McNichols. I don't know where you get the list at. McNicholas.
right. And Illinois.
Really?
Illinois.
Right. Where you get that from?
With that Nicholas.
Oh. It's McNichols. If you check the spelling,
Right.
it's not McNicholas. It's not Saint Nicholas. It's McNichols.
McNichols. Right.
Or this is the one. This is a word that I hate. My aunt used to say it, and I would want to correct her, but you wasn't supposed to correct your elders. It's specific.
I cannot
not
say that word.
Pacific.
I can't say that word.
You can't say specific. Let me hear you say specific.
Specific. All my life I could not say that.
My aunt would say Pacific,
That's the closest I can
and
do.
I would say that's an ocean.
Right.
I wouldn't say it to her, but my mind would be like, that's a body of water.
Yeah. That right there. Pacific. Out of all these years, I thought I was safe. Don't go in the water, and here she go. I can say Pacific, but I can't say specific.
Specific.
So I'm with your auntie. I can't. I have slowed it down, and that's just one of those words.
She would not say specific. She would say Pacific. And then she would put the Lee into it. She wants to say specifically.
Pacifically.
And she would say Pacifically.
Pacifically.
And then this is another one she would mess up. It's exactly.
Okay, I can say exactly.
She would say exactly.
Oh.
She said exactly. Exactly. And I'd be wanting to correct her exactly. But she would say, so if you said something, she would say exactly. Exactly.
I agree with you. Exactly.
And then her famous one was, she called my mom. This was funny. She called my mom. And she said, "Sister, I'm having a problem looking for this this book that my pastor preached on." And my mother said, "Okay." She said, "I'm looking for Elastica."
Elastica. Oh, Ecclesiastics.
Right. And my mother was like, "Elastica? What's your pastor preaching that?" Elastica. What is
She took about 10 letters out of that one and added some.
right? Elastica.
Elastica.
And I was like, oh my God. My mother said Ecclesiastics. And she said, yeah, Elastica.
That's what I'm saying, sister. That's what I'm saying. Oh, man.
Oh, my.
Elastica. Yeah, but when I was a kid, I couldn't say specific.
You still can't say it.
Okay, so I slow it down, and I try and put it together. I
But
could.
You just can't.
So I use other words. You know how you just that particular one over there.
Right.
You just go around it. You got the same word. You get my drift. So yeah, Diva D got just a slight a slight deficiency.
And specifically.
And specifically.
She still can't say it.
Yeah, so next week I'm excited. My great niece is graduating and she's having a open house.
Oh, that's nice.
So we're going to spend a long weekend. We're leaving Friday, and her husband and my brother-in-law is coming back earlier, and then me and my sister going to take the train back on Monday night.
Okay.
We're gonna turn that train out. We're gonna
Turn
have
it
we're gonna have everybody singing up and down the up and down. So we'll
It's from
call you.
Chicago?
From Chicago.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you're going to be boarding from Penn Station. Beautiful station.
Okay. And then I get to go down on the Navy Pier and get me some Garrett's popcorn. Now the Garrett's popcorn in Chicago still tastes a whole lot better than the Garrett's here.
It does.
I don't know what it is different.
They're
but,
not telling everything.
Yeah, and they think that they're fooling us
Yeah,
too.
they're not telling everything. They don't tell everything. But that's like Detroit ribs taste different than other ribs. We don't tell everything. We don't share.
Yeah.
Well, Detroit ribs, I believe, comes from the we like to use the coals.
Yeah, charcoals.
And some people like to use the wood, but ours is distinct because you get that charcoal taste. Other places you get
they just bake them.
or they get the wood, the apple wood and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they put all that smoky stuff on the wood, and yeah. Al Roker was here last week.
Yeah, he was. I missed it too because I like Mr. Roker. I missed it. I was working, unfortunately. He was at the Coney Island talking about our hot dogs.
Yeah, it was too early for me to even when I think they announced it, and they said you have to be down there by 4:30
in the morning.
So you wasn't working, ma'am, either.
No, but I wasn't gonna be down there at 4:30 in the morning. I'm sorry, Al. I'm just not.
Yep. So I don't know what to turn out. Which one he liked better? Was it Lafayette or American?
I don't think he tasted both of them.
No.
I think he tasted the one. I think they said he didn't go to the other one.
Now that was rude. You have to do both of them.
You really did.
So he's gonna have to come back. I remember when the Steve Harvey show used to come down here, and we had to be down there early, not 4:30, but like 5 and no, because he came on at 6, so we had to be wherever he was going to be at 5. And that was Steve always give a good show.
He does. He
does a good show.
He really does.
When he leave off a camera, they go to commercial. He's still entertaining the crowd.
He is. He truly is.
Uh-huh.
He truly is. I remember the one time my mother is a big fan of Steve Harvey, ultimately big fan of Steve Harvey. And we was at the Guardian building taking care of some business. And we crossed the street because we had an attorney friend that had some offices across the street, and he was meeting us for lunch. And so we're standing there, and he said, I'll be right out. And so we said, okay, so we're standing there waiting on him, and here drives up a limousine, and here walks out Steve Harvey. And so I said, "Oh, Mama, that's Steve Harvey, that's Steve Harvey." And he was talking. Other people were taking pictures with him, and he was talking. And I said, "Mr. Harvey," I said, "my mother is one of your dearest fans. Do you mind taking a picture and saying hi to her?" He was like, "Oh, no, sweetie, I'm good. Come on." And my mother was so starstruck. She was like, I said, "Come on, Mother." And she was like, I said, I had to pull her. And he was laughing. He was laughing. And so I said, "Smile, Mama." And I said, "Smile." And she was like, and I was like, "Hello, hello, smile, Mama, hello." I'm like, camera right here. She was like, and so he was like, "Mother, thank you for being my dearest fan." He said to me, "Come show Uncle Steve some love, girl." And so I forget on what I had on, but I guess I was showing legs. He said, "With them pretty fat legs, come give me a hug." And I gave him a hug, and he was like, "It's good to see you." Some other people was there, and so as he taking pictures of other people, my mother's just like,
Oh no, she still ain't came out of it.
she's just like this. I said, "Let's go, Mama." And then our friend came down, and our friend was like, "Hey, Mr. Harvey." And he said, "Did you meet my people?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "But Mama's still standing there." And he laughed. And so when Mr. Harvey left, went upstairs, evidently he has some business there in that building. And so our friend was like, "Mama, let's go to lunch." She was like, "He just has the prettiest smile." And I said, "And you should have taken a picture with him, but you was so stuck." She was like this. I was
So
like,
you never got the picture?
I got a picture of her doing this
Oh,
because I couldn't get no other picture. She was like,
oh, poor
Right.
mama. Oh, poor.
she was so stuck. Then when we get to lunch, she said, "He has the sexiest dimples and he has the prettiest smile, and I just love his bald head." I said, "Too much information coming from a mama, but all right." And so she could tell me all of that, but when she was in front of him, just starstruck.
Now I have a starstruck story. I
Yeah,
met
you met. Where did he kiss you?
right here. Danny Glover. He kissed me right there. He was in the news last week too. Oh Lord, yeah,
What was he in the news for?
with a younger girl out in the water. Yeah,
Is he married?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
With a younger girl?
Yeah,
Not his
he
wife?
was.
Not on a not doing a movie.
Danny, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little
You
disappointed.
don't have no daughters, do we?
I
We have our
don't,
sons.
I don't know. I have to research that.
So was he
You-
just
you think
on a
you-
boat, or was he?
He was out in the ocean, frolicking.
Oh, he was frolicking.
He was frolicking.
Oh.
And she had on a 2-piece. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was. Well, my sister called me real fast and she said, "Look at your boy." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh no.
Yeah, so. Okay.
She hurt your crush, huh?
Because he was an upstanding man. If I had known that, he liked young girls.
Well, I think do men get to that certain age where younger women appeal to them, where they go through that what I call midlife crisis? Because I remember my grandmother had passed, and I remember before my grandfather got married again, one time he came over to my house, and when he came over to my house, he had his shirt unbuttoned down to here, and he had this gold chain around
Your
his neck.
grandfather?
Right, and I'm looking like, who just walked in my house? I said, who is this that just walked in my house? And he had his hair cut a different way and stuff, and
Your grandfather.
my grandfather, and I was like, what's up with this? I didn't like it. I was like, and you know, my grandfather had a hairy chest. And I was like, Papa, why you showing why you showing all your hair on your chest? And he said, oh, this is a statement right here. And the little chain had a little ego on it.
Oh
And
my.
the ego, he said, see, the ego is in the midst of the hair. You have to understand.
Oh, Papa.
I was like,
Oh, Papa.
I was like, and I was so glad that God delivered him
From that.
from that.
Yeah.
So do they go through a crisis?
They do. And it's I think it's their ego, you know, that a young lady give them, you know, that attention. And that's what, you know, build them up to think, and they can't complete the mission. Especially without the little blue pills. And she just taking you for your little money. She not really interested. How I know so many old men that got these babies, and the girl just said, "Oh, okay, here you go."
Huh?
Mhm.
They got babies?
Mhm. Mhm. There was a man that was supposed to retire, and he was like 2 or 3 years from his retirement, and he got bit, and he couldn't retire because now he had a baby.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
So now he paying child support. all
child
over again.
support all over again.
And I think it's just when you 70s and you 80s and you still paying some child support, something wrong with that. Or maybe it's just me.
Nah, that would be you. That would be you. Because if they would, what they were doing was probably avoiding the system.
No, I'm talking about
Oh, new cases.
New cases.
New cases.
No.
Yeah.
They hitting you up with a new case. Your other kids grown, going on, and you got grandkids older
Then your
than
new
kid.
kids.
Your grandkids is calling somebody way younger than them uncle such
Uncle.
and such a
Right.
auntie such and such a.
Yeah. That is a sticky situation. Oh, and I also saw trending where this lady in a relationship, well, friends with benefits, and she decided to poke holes in the condom, and
What?
and so he took her to court, and he said, and he charged her with sexual assault. Now I didn't quite understand that, but yeah,
She poked holes in the condoms to get pregnant. He in return charged her with sexual assault because he didn't know that the condom had holes in them.
right. Oh, and speaking about sexual assault, how about that Robert Kelly? He's sexual. Since we talk about sexual assault, yeah, that's.
So do you think that he has a case?
I don't think that he has a case because unless not that's not sexual assault because they mutually had sex, but you know, if it turned out to be resulted in a baby, that's something different, but that's still not assault. That's still not assault.
So do you believe that a woman, when she lie, that she has to be paid, that she has to be charged? Like, say for instance, like for example, one thing that's trending is the thing in regards to what is a gentleman that his mother had an open casket long time ago when he was killed. He was killed brutally.
Emmett Till.
Now the mother wants the lady to be charged because she lied. So do you think that when a woman lie about things that they should be charged.
Absolutely, and especially in that case, because they found a old arrest warrant this week that they were charging her, but they buried it.
They found an old arrest warrant.
They have a arrest warrant for her back in that time, and they found it in the records, in the police department or in the court system this week, and so they want to, the family wants to reinstate that.
So, but they're saying that she's too old. But
Bill Cosby is
that's my thing. He
She-
80.
right, and she's 80.
So if Bill Cosby can go to jail, she
So
can go
can
to jail.
she, because Bill Cosby didn't kill nobody.
Wow. So you think that when a woman lies, do you think when she lies about protection and she gets pregnant, do you think a man should be obligated to pay child support?
Ooh, that's a sticky one. That's a sticky one. I don't know about that one. That's I don't know. Hey fans, what y'all think about that? 248-429-7224. If she lies about protection and do it on purpose, should he be obligated? I don't know. What you think, Miss April?
You know, that's kind of sticky because then ultimately child support is supposed to be for the care of the child. So I think that's where I'm having an issue with, if it's supposed to be for the child, if you say that, are you penalizing the child for a choice that the mother made? But yet and still, if the man lies, he still got to pay. If he lies and say that ain't my baby, and kind of find out it is his baby, he still got to pay.
Yeah, that's a sticky situation there. I don't know. Hey, Sandman, what you think?
Is it a double standard? Is it a double standard? Can women lie and get away with it? Because we've seen so many times women lied about rape,
Mm-hmm.
and the man has went to jail
Mm-hmm.
because the woman lied.
Mm-hmm.
So when a woman is caught lying, should she be charged? Just like even in the Bill Cosby case, like the one woman said that she deliberately lied because she wanted him to go to jail. But that was after she testified. Should she be brought up on charges?
Yes, perjury. There it is, perjury.
So why do you think it don't occur?
Because we so bent in seeing things right in front of us that we're not looking at the whole picture. Because that is, if something, if an action was caused by a lie, that's perjury. And with the Emmett Till, a death occurred. And so yeah, perjury, and yeah, so that's a good topic. We need to get some experts in on that. That's an excellent thing. But yeah, they should be charged. A woman should be charged. Anybody should be charged. It shouldn't even be a gender. If they accuse somebody of doing something and lied and it didn't happen. Yeah, that's perjury.
Wow. It's amazing that some people think, and records have proven that it's a double standard, that women can lie and no charges is put against them. Where I was reading something that, which I kind of agree and I don't agree, we take the Me Too movement too far, that we don't investigate before we what is it? Some man on Fox 2 said that they don't investigate the charges of the Me Too now, that they just, a woman can say I was raped and it is without any merit because of Me Too. They'll believe the woman over believing the man.
Where's that at?
to the point that some men have said they don't. The woman has to make the moves now.
Mm.
That the woman has to approach him, and the woman has to make the advances, and the woman has to, because they're afraid that if they make advances, that it would be considered abuse, or it would be considered they'll be a part of that negativity, or they'll be put up on charges. Where some men said that they don't, if a woman don't approach them, no matter how much they like them, if a woman don't approach them, that they won't approach a woman. And if a woman, even though they like them and the woman's giving them the sign that I like you too, that they won't approach the woman. That they'll allow the woman to approach them, and they will make sure that the woman makes all of the moves. They're following the woman's lead now, where it used to be where the women followed the men's lead.
Mm-hmm.
But some men are stating, based on the climate of the Me Too, that to prevent them from being caught up, they make sure that the woman makes all the advances and all the moves. You believe that?
Yeah. I could see it for them to be safe. So with that line going, can a woman rape a man?
I believe so. I do. I believe so.
So
a woman can even do domestic violence toward a man.
Oh, yeah. Right. But how does she get his, so if his body react to her and he's fully erect, is that still rape?
Yeah, because it's a known fact that even women that were raped, their bodies reacted to it. Their bodies reacted, their hormonic body reacted to it. Where at first, they used to make it where, how could you be raped when your body reacted to it? When your body produced cum?
Mm-hmm.
How could it be rape? That was there.
I love that one.
You're so funny.
The Diva Dee Worldwide.
And so that was the thing that people were putting against women. Your body reacted to it. Mm-hmm. Your nipples rose. All the activities was there, but you were being raped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then no means no.
Right. So how can so wasn't it in the mindset of the man that's being forced upon? His body is reacting, and so that's the same thing.
Same thing to me. Yep, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No means no. If he meant no, then it's no.
Okay. Is he going to report it? That he
Probably
was raped?
not. He's not, because we got the male hormone, we got the male ego.
Right.
We got the male. I had a friend that reported sexual harassment in the workplace, and it took a lot for him to do it, but the boss was so blatant with him. The boss was so outright with him, and she thought because she was the boss and he was a good-looking man, and he was a part of a fraternity, which made it even appealing to her, that she could just force these things upon herself, and that it was okay.
But he was able to prove his.
He was able to prove it. He was able to prove that when he totally rejected her, that number one, she made it. She felt comfortable in that environment to do it around people. She felt comfortable. She felt comfortable in touching his arm and saying little nasty things to him, that
unwanted things.
And to the point that she approached him, and when he said, I don't mix work with I don't mix the workplace with personal. I'm here to do a personal job. And how when she finally got the message, now at first she was up to promote him and she was making it known to everybody she was up to promote him. And then when she finally got the message that there's nothing between him and her, he was the scum of the earth as far as work was concerned.
And he didn't get his promotion?
He didn't get his promotion.
Oh, man.
And that's when
She should have lost her job.
and well, she lost money.
Mm-hmm.
She lost money because then he sued the company for sexual harassment in the workplace.
Oh, of course. And she made it real easy for him.
She made it real easy because she got comfortable. She got comfortable with other people seeing her making advances. Because I think she believed that, oh, he's a part of fraternity. And that fraternity, you know, is a prestigious fraternity. He not even going to take this, you know.
Mm-hmm. Was she black?
Mm-hmm.
Older or?
Older.
Mm.
And so she felt that, oh, no, he's not about to, because that would bring embarrassment to him to say, you know, that. And she felt comfortable to the point where the coworkers, when the deposition came and they had to tell the truth, she made the advances. She made the, you know, she brought about uncomfortable situations. She put herself in his personal space, because she'd be all up in his face. He would have to step back.
Wow.
And so that's what helped him. And they settled out of court because it would have really been bad for the company, because he had the coworkers saying that before, when he really put his foot down, and he put a picture of his girlfriend on his desk, and all of a sudden she wanted white desk. Nobody could put nothing like that on their desk. She wanted white desk, which means she wanted the clear desk of everybody. But that only occurred when he's trying to give her the message that I'm in a relationship, and let me put this picture on the desk.
Right. Let me show you who my intentions are. Now, R. Kelly is trying to sue the prison for putting him on suicide watch. I'm not understanding that part at all.
I don't understand that part because he was suicidal. I don't understand that part because now, to be perfectly honest, there needs to be something done with our jail systems, because it's a known fact that the jail systems are not up to par. That it's no prison reformed in some of these cases. In another case, it's all about the money. That's a problem that we have at Wayne County, that they wanted this Wayne County jail. You know, one person, we're not going to mention his name, that was the Wayne County. Warren Evans took his place, signed a deal that would have really been detrimental to Detroit, but it was all a part of a money-making scheme that they had to shut down that development, which ultimately cost Detroit millions of dollars. And it's all because he was trying to put money in the hands of corporations instead of doing what he needed to do for the courts or for the jails. But to sue for suicide watch when we seen how you acted with Gayle King, I don't understand that.
Yeah. How are you gonna sue? How are you gonna sue anybody? I'm not even understanding that. Where you getting the money from?
Well, he still got money, but it's gonna be gone
It's
soon.
all it should be all tied up. None
But
of them girls.
you still have that where you can get a legal attorney. That's what we produce.
Yeah. None of those girls are suing him, are they?
No,
Mm.
because they're in love with him. The victim becomes the lover. They're in love. And see, I won't say the victim becomes the lover. It's like in some cases, and I think I've said this to you before. In some cases, the parents have to take accountability on the environment, because I don't care who you are. I've been in this entertainment world forever. I don't care. I don't trust nobody when it comes down to my child.
Right.
Nobody when it comes down to my child. And I make it clear to my child from the get-go, from the beginning. Number one, you don't let nobody touch you inappropriately. I don't care who they are. You don't even let your mama touch you inappropriately. Because guess what? That's your body. And if your mama decide to do something crazy, guess what? You have the right to call the police and to report me. Because it's important for you to understand that. That's what I told my son. I have no intentions of abusing you. But if I get to the point where I'm abusing you, you have the right. Now, if that's the stipulations that I have with myself, I don't care if you're a producer. I don't care if Michael Jackson himself said, your son got talent. Let me work with him. Okay, you going to work with him, but I'm going to be right there.
Sitting right there.
I'm going to be sitting right there as you're working with him.
And when the session
Well, we
is
need
over,
a long time. Oh, no, you don't. But guess what? I'll give you privacy. Privacy means while you're working with him, I'll shut my mouth and I'll sit in that corner. So while you're grooming him and while you're doing whatever, I'm sitting right there in that corner.
and it still got to be a room full of people.
It don't have to be a room full of people, but I'm sitting there.
But he not grooming them by himself.
But I'm
Somebody
saying,
got to operate the music.
no, if he giving him vocal lessons, because I work with people privately with vocal lessons. If he working with him as his mother, I'm be sitting right there. I'm be sitting right there. And ain't gonna be no spend the night. I don't care if you got never ever whatever land. Ain't gonna be no spending the night.
No.
Even like I don't get with the couple of things I don't get. Maybe you can help me out with that. I don't get with you're going to sue and the views of this person is not the views of Diva Dee. You're going to sue Mr. Cosby because your underage daughter was at the mansion.
16 years old
But
at the
you're
mansion.
not going to sue Hugh Hefner's mansion for allowing a 16-year-old to be in his presence.
Mm-hmm.
And Hugh Hefner walking around with his pajamas on. But you're not going to sue Hugh Hefner for allowing your 16-year-old to be in that environment in the first place.
You gonna sue Mr. Bill Cosby.
You're going to sue him. But the bigger money
The bigger money.
is suing Hugh Hefner for allowing your child to come in that environment. Because if they came into that environment, they encounter more than Bill Cosby.
Definitely a whole stable for.
They encountered drugs, they encountered alcohol, they encountered all kind of things. But you're going to sue Bill Cosby when if Hugh Hefner's people wouldn't allowed your daughter to enter there in the first place, she wouldn't have been exposed to nothing.
Right.
So I don't get that. You help me out with that. I don't get that.
I can't be specific about that.
I don't get, this is nothing I don't get about Bill Cosby.
Okay.
Bill Cosby tells you to spend the night, but you don't talk to Miss Cosby. Because first thing, if Bill Cosby said to me, oh, you can just spend the night. Oh, let me speak to Miss Cosby. That's going to be my next.
Because according
that's
to
her
them,
house.
they in the house.
That's her house.
Right. Right.
That is her house. She's the woman of the house. So to respect the woman of the house, I need to speak to Miss Cosby, please. Miss Cosby, do you mind if I spend the night? Because Miss Cosby probably going to say, hell no.
So that leads me to believe that part didn't happen. Because I just cannot imagine Miss Cosby letting these girls
Spend the night.
Spend the night.
house. And if you are, that means you sneaking and you spend the night and you disrespecting Miss Cosby's house. You disrespecting her children. You disrespecting that.
Right. So how did that happen? All the kids that they have and her, and nobody know that you're there? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Because that's what you're saying. But you didn't say that you came in the back door. You were in the basement. How'd you get in the basement?
How'd you get in the basement?
How'd you get in the basement?
And didn't you know? See, and see, my own standards kind of mess up everything, Diva Dee. My own standards mess up everything. And I just chalk it to my own standards. Because even as far as I was taught, and maybe because I was taught this way, that I don't care what a man say, if he taking you to his hotel room, he ain't just gonna talk.
Okay. Right.
He ain't just gonna talk.
Right. It's not no Bible study.
Surely it's not. He's not gonna open. Well, he may open up the word, because some people get the thrill of the having sex over over the word of God. I don't know why. I'm sure not gonna be listening to no Kurt Franklin while I'm getting my groove on. As much as I love Kurt Franklin, but I'm sorry, he don't need to be in the bedroom. But I was taught that you don't go to a male or a man's hotel room. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he says. I don't care who he is. I don't care what he's about. You just don't go to a hotel. If he wanted to talk, okay, you go to a restaurant. You go wherever.
And that happened to Mike Tyson, didn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
To a lot of it happened. Remember, it happened. He fought it. But remember, it happened to Kobe Bryant too. But
what did you think it was gonna happen?
I don't care if he did say, we just go in there to talk. Hell no, you're not going there to talk. I'm sorry, you're not.
Right, you're not.
You're not going there just to talk. And so, to avoid any controversy, oh no, we can go to a restaurant. Ram's Horn stay open 24/7.
24 hours. 24 hours. And
Yes, some other will stay open 24 hours.
the Waffle House.
Right. If you had to go to the hotel, he said, I'm tired, I need to go to the hotel. Guess what?
We
the
going
hotel,
in the lobby.
They got lobbies. They got all type of sitting rooms with the fireplace and stuff that you can sit there where you can have a great conversation and you can talk, knowing that the staff is there in case this joker decide to do something crazy. You got the coverage. But to go up in his room, oh, we just gonna talk. No, you not.
So since that happened, do he get charged?
Who?
Him. If he says to you, we're just gonna talk, and you go up there and he do the do, and the no didn't mean no,
He gets charged.
He still get charged? Okay.
Because it's your word against his word. So now he got to prove that you didn't say no.
Right.
But if you would have kept your happy behind out of his bedroom, out of his hotel room, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. I'm just, I mean, come on. If it quacked like a duck, we say that if it quacked like a duck, if it walked like a duck, if it talked like a duck, it's a duck.
It's a duck.
So if he telling you, we're just going up to the hotel room just to talk, this is quacking like a duck. I don't care if he is tired. He's saying he tired. He ain't too tired to use that tool that he about to use on you. If it walks like a duck, you walking up to the hotel room. What you thought?
What did you really think? Did you really think he was just going to talk?
And there's nobody there. Nobody there. What else you thinking?
Right.
No.
Right.
So I don't. Those things I don't get. I know no means no. But I think we as women, we have to think intelligently, not to even put ourselves in those positions.
Right.
Just like this is another one I don't get, and I'm going to come off of that. If somebody, I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay.
Conyers, you stated that Conyers sexually assaulted you, but you kept working for him to keep your job. I got an issue with that. How many jobs does America have?
Where you couldn't get a different job.
When you couldn't get a different job.
Mm-hmm.
And so you worked with him for 30-something years. You mean to tell me there's no other corporation, no other person you can work for than for Conyers? No, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. There's hundreds, thousands of jobs that you could have made. Okay. Do you have to struggle for a minute? Yes, you do have to struggle for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. And if he and this, maybe this is just my logical thinking. If he did, I would say to him, Joker, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna sign for my unemployment. That's what you're going to do.
You give me a big bonus.
You're going
Big.
not a big bonus. You're going to sign for my unemployment. You're going to give me severance, and you're going to sign for my unemployment until I can get another job. That's what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't have been 30 years working for Conyers. It would have been less than a year. And I would have. You're going to give me a great reference. That's what
Right.
you're going to do. You're going to give me a great reference, and that's what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take my happy self somewhere where I'm not abused.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do. Because would you tell your child to stay in an environment like that?
Unsafe environment, right?
You would not.
Mm-hmm.
And these people, they had children that they would not tell their children to stay in that. So that's my issue. No. You do not surrender yourself to saying, I had no other choice. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
So Kanye's the only one that's hiring.
Well, Miss April, that's my time. We done chopped it up for 2 hours almost. We had some little glitches, and that just makes it it makes it okay, because like you say all the time, you never know what's going on with the Diva Dee Worldwide show. Thank you for staying on camera with me. I appreciate that.
Oh, this is only for one time.
And I didn't ask you to sing because I was going to ask you to sing.
Thank you, Jesus.
I was.
Hallelujah.
Look, sing us out, Miss April.
But did you get my psalmist? He's a wonderful psalmist. Did you watch Shy T Moment?
Of course.
Oh my God. I thought the glory was going to just really fall all through. I had to compose myself.
Did I watch Shy T? Yes. That's why I knew about your family reunion.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I gets up and watch. Ma'am, I watch. When you start, first I go to your Facebook page to see what time you running on.
Right.
That's how I can tell. Okay, because 8 o'clock, that comes off early, and it's early for you too. And yes, we have spots available.
We do.
We have spots available, Miss April. Let them know that
And tell us about your experience. Do you recommend somebody come to the Empower Sunday family?
Me? Do I recommend?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. This is the best place. This is because we inspire, we enlighten, and what's the next one? Empower. That was first. Yes, this is a wonderful family to be on with the producer. She will make you feel like family because we are family. We do things together. We laugh, we cry, we pray. And so we have some spots in the morning. We have some spots in the evening. Mm-hmm. So come join our family. Call 248-429-7224 and ask for Miss April. It's a wonderful place to be.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And we have things going on during the year, and let us know what you're thinking. She's open to any type of a show.
Almost any type of
show.
I had some experiences that God said, don't go back there no more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Almost any type of a show. Yeah. We're going to skip right past that one.
Yep. So tell us about your book, because you have a phenomenal book.
Yes. Unlock Your Hidden Treasures. It's time to shine. And that's my book there. And I have my banner behind me. And it is the #1 bestseller on Amazon. Yay! Yeah. And I talk, my chapter is nothing personal, but I'm a Eurostar. And you have to get into it. But the Eurostar is the fastest train in the world. And to get from point A to point B, you got to have all your ducks aligned. And so I tell a story about me and two of my childhood friends. One is a choo-choo train, one is the Amtrak, and I'm the Eurostar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're having our 45th class reunion in about 2 weeks at Belle Isle.
Oh.
Yeah, we're celebrating from Finney High. So mark it on your calendar so you can come to the picnic and meet the rest of my friends.
Is Bella and Bootsy coming?
They should come. They love
no,
you.
thank you.
Oh, well, I'll make them stay home then.
See, because the last time they tried to make me out of a whore.
You have a problem with your legs going east and west.
Especially when a man comes up behind me that I don't have a clue.
Oh, that was so hilarious. That was so hilarious.
Oh, they tried to make me a whore.
And they had that unspoken language where they looked and said, one went east, one went west.
And they said, now.
Right, now. They saw that man coming at you.
And I didn't see it. They said, do it now.
Right.
The next thing I knew, legs wide open, here come the man.
It was that was a good picnic, wasn't it?
It was a good picnic.
Yeah.
It was a good picnic.
So yeah, we're celebrating 45 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, Finney High School, class of 1977. So that should be awesome. That should be awesome. So if you want to make a donation to the station to continue our programs here, Miss April, what is your Cash App?
$ Empower Sunday 1. $ Empower Sunday 1.
Right. And so if you got $100, $200, $500, send it in.
Send it in.
Send it in.
It'd be most appreciative.
Right.
God will surely bless your heart and all your parts. I promise you.
And if you have any leftover for the Diva Dee, Cash App, $ Diva Dee 512. And that's my.
Where could they get your book?
They can get my book by contacting me, and I will mail it out to you. You can reach me on Facebook, D Coates, DEECOATS. I'm also on TikTok. Y'all should know that. D Coates 2. My IG address is Lady Diva Dee 55.
All right.
And what else I got up there? Oh, my WhatsApp. What is that? Diva Dee Coates.
Yeah.
Right. And so you can reach me at all of those platforms. And
there's a new book coming out, right?
yes, it's a part 2 of the book coming out. And I think Dr. Mary, good morning, Dr. Mary, in August. I think that's what they're targeting. And so that should be exciting.
And we're praying for Dr. Mary Seeger's family in regards to her sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're sending prayers out
Mm-hmm.
to them for healing.
Yes.
And so we're claiming healing for her sister in love, and knowing that God is able to do everything but fail.
That's right. That's right. So that's my time. I will see you next week, and I'll be in Chicago, and hopefully I'll figure out how to do that. It might be, you might just see 2 hours of Miss April face.
Not going to happen.
All right. That's my time. I thank you for listening. I thank you for tuning in. of the Diva D show? You think it's gonna work? If not, nope. Okay. All right. So Cash App, $ Diva D 512. If you have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100. And if you get to the $200 and the $500 mark, send that to Miss April. She'll give me a part of that. So
Oh, that's nice.
I'll see you guys on next week. Have a blessed week. I love you. Mwah. Diva D out.